Today's performance, Micky?
Glad I've got it out of the way. We'll move on with some lessons, but it's difficult for me to be critical or anything other than just say I think, and I want to do all due respect to Hartlepool because I think that they looked like a team that didn't really have anything to lose. I think maybe we looked like a team that was making sure we were going to be ready for Saturday at times. That's what it looked like to me. Yeah, there was loads of things that I could go on about and say that we should do better, but we did look like a team that has got bigger things to do next week. And now we've got that out of the way, and thank God from today we've not got any injuries. I'm pleased about that because we obviously we don't need any. So we will move on to Monday now and have a good clear week and get prepared for Saturday.
Having said that, you finished in second place. I mean, that's a huge achievement. I mean, that's really the value of what you've done throughout the season. Never mind the last two home games.
Listen, over 46 games, the measurements are there. It's not done in one game. Now the good players now will be performing in the playoffs or have been promoted, and the rest will be watching from abroad because they weren't good enough to be in the playoffs. So we're thankfully in and among the first group. I've done well enough to contest a way out of the division, and we'll be ready, and we won't play with a handbrake on next week, that's for sure. I think you see a completely different mentality. I think it's a difficult one because I've been there myself. It's a game to nothing for us, and I think we could all say that we did see that we were maybe being cautious at times and making sure that we were going to be available for Saturday.
You played virtually a full strength side today. Adam Buxton we know about. Connor Jennings not involved today?
Jennings is not well. He's not well, so we will see how he is over the next sort of 24 hours, but he is very, very not well. So initially the signs aren't good, so what we'll do is we'll find out. He's actually in hospital at the minute, so we will find out how he's going to be over the next 24 hours, but our thoughts are with him about getting well other than football. I'm going to be honest with you, but we know enough to know that he's very poorly at the minute.
That's a shame, isn't it? I mean, Adam Buxton injured as well. Lads have contributed so much throughout the season, and they might miss out right at the very end.
Yeah, but that's football, isn't it? When it happens, it's happened to us frequently. But that's why we keep people fit. The ones who want to play will get their opportunity now. We'll see how people go during the week. But as we always do say, we'll look for any excuses. If you play for Tranmere, you have to be able to handle it and go out there and perform.
Aldershot or Ebbsfleet, that's the two teams in your half of the draw now. What do you make about those two?
Two good teams in it. Anybody who's in the shake-up for the final playoff places are good teams. We'll do what we need to do to find out as much as we need to know. We can know any more about whoever we play, and we'll be prepared. And like I say, get ready to take it out there and have a fantastic evening, or a fantastic game.
Two sides you've played and beaten here at Prenton Park not too long ago. Does that go out the window, or can you learn things from that?
I think you've always learned, but one thing you won't go in was believing that you'll get any sort of advantage because you've done that before. Still got to go out and do the business, still got to go out and do the things that have got us to where we're at. We've still got to make sure that we're ready. We've still got to play well, so we know that. So no advantages. We're at home. We're probably pretty much 14,000-15,000 behind us. I think we'll be sure of that, and it will be a great atmosphere, and we'll be ready.
And you're saying today, the lads have crossed the white line with the right intention, but it's in their mind. I mean, is there a bit of mental toughness and strength and training going this week as well as the physical side of things?
Well, if we get any more injuries, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. because we're already losing key players, aren't we? So it's a mixture of wrapping them in cotton wool, making sure that this group's ready to go Saturday and raring to go. We'll see how the likes of Buxton is during the week, but at the minute, if the game was on Tuesday, he wouldn't play. So we'll have a look at that when the need comes, but we'll just need to go on it.
You've had 2 home games this week, and everybody's had a chance, if you like. Has anybody sort of put themselves in the frame of the 1 or 2 that have particularly impressed you?
A couple of the clowns behind the goals were good.
I thought you were going to say
they
the
were
press box then.
They were entertaining. I think a few of them were defending for us for that corner. I think a few of them ran on for us, played for us at that point. We always had our mind on who would be. I think Andy Cook would be able to say who we would expect to, if fit, go and represent us. So I'm just glad it's out of the way. I'll be honest with you. You're walking on eggshells. It's not a nice place to be. We sort of 2 games before the main game, trying to get your group through, especially with in the back of your mind what happened sort of last season. That's always got to be in my mind. So we'll have a good week this week. I can control training best way I can, more than what I can do with games. So sort of tackles and things like that I can control. I'll get them up to speed. We'll be fully focused, and we'll go and be ready for the proper business again. And
you keep one eye on that other game, obviously, in midweek, because it might change the way in which you prepare in the second half of the week.
We'll have 2 eyes on it. It's the opposition, isn't it? So we will undoubtedly get to watch it, see how it pans out. We'll do everything we can to make sure that the boys are best prepared as possible. We'll leave, as we always do, no stone unturned to give us the best opportunity possible of being successful in the tie.
But ultimately, a very exciting week, for the fans, and you all need to be together for this, don't you?
Well, yeah. If you're at Tranmere, the remit is to be involved in a shake-up at the end. It's got to be. The size of the club and the quality of players that we have here, we're in it. So brilliant, really exciting. Have a good build-up to it. We'll enjoy the build-up, and then get fighting for the prize, which is getting through to the next round, and we'll make sure we're ready.
Thank you. Jay Harris continues to deputise for Adam Buxton at right back today. What did you think of his performance, and does it give you confidence that you'd be able to fulfil that role if Bucko can't make it?
Well, there's about 4 questions there, isn't there?
I do waffle a bit.
Yes, first one, I thought he did fine. He always does. He's full of endeavour, and of course he's got different qualities to Buxton. We'll look at it during the week and we'll see how we were up to. But I would have no hesitation in picking him to play there, because I know what good the player is. So we will look at that, as I say, as the week goes on, and I'll do my best to try and get that one right.
1 or 2 bare spots on the pitch I noticed on the near side. Is that any concern at all for you?
Spots?
Just like bare spots, like lack of grass really just blocks your bits. In terms of, wingers, use a winger's goal and that, is there anything that can be addressed before next week?
I don't think we've got the money to have it returfed. So no, I just think that we'll get on with it, and same for both teams, adjust and adapt and do the best we can to get through the tie.
It might take a moment of real quality to get through in the semi-final. You saw a bit of that from Jeff Hughes today with that free kick, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it's a great goal. Great goal at any time of the season. But yeah, the margins will be small, and we just need to make sure that they fall in our favour.
Andy Cook appeared to be limping after the second. Is he okay?
He's got a problem with his ankle, but when we asked him, we were going to bring him off, but when we asked him was he alright, he wanted to stay on. So you're hoping that he's been sensible about that. We'll see how he is now. He's got some ice on that, and you just hope that players with sense. We give him the responsibility to come off if you don't think you're going to be able to take part next week. And he said that he was fine, so we went along with what he said.
And pretty much the only player we haven't seen over the last 2 games is Drissa Traore. Is he in your thoughts for next week, or is he injured?
Drissa's got some serious personal problems with his family back home in France. We've had little bits of contact from him, but it looks highly unlikely at the minute that we will see him. He has got some serious problems which are private and will remain that way.